Okay, so we pulled the valve cover. We were going to verify top dead center to see if the balancer had slipped. And when we pulled the valve cover, this was laying right there. So there's going to be one I can't get the car to idle or run worth a damn. So yeah, now we got to step back and reevaluate what I'm going to do here. Fun. Alright, so it's been 2 weeks since that last clip where I had the valve cover off and we found the loose rocker arm. Just kind of pushed the car to the side. Now it's late. Curiosity's got the best of me. So going to actually look at this and see if I can diagnose the problem a little better, since I've had time to think about what the possibilities are and that I need to do something about it anyway. Excuse me. Yeah, this is kind of hard to do with one hand. I'll just set that right here for now. Okay, so compared to the other intake studs, doesn't really look like the nut is backed off. It is quite loose. Height-wise, I know we're not being real specific or scientific here, but it doesn't look to me like the stud is higher up. They all appear to be about the same. Oh. Broken spring. Look at that. Well, wow, I'm really glad this thing didn't drop a valve. Holy shit. You know, I normally say that I don't get lucky, or that my luck sucks. But I guess, given the terrible situation, I got about as lucky as I could. Wow. Really glad that didn't destroy the motor while I was driving it around. Okay, well, that was a little easier diagnosis than I had intended, or than I thought this was going to be. Okay, well, now I can come up with a plan of action. There and see if I can find a one of the air chuck bits and a valve spring compressor and everything I can use to throw a new valve spring on it, and that'll at least keep this one riding until I go to swapping out all the stuff that I've been collecting, which is still gonna be a little while. Got my helper there keeping me company. Nope, that ain't working. Oh well. Okay, nope.
Here.
Really? We got our good old used spring and retainer and yeah, whatever that's called. My brain is not working at the moment.
Spring cup.
Yep, spring cup. Now to put this all back together and hope that we don't have a bent valve. Outside didn't see good right there where they're joined. Sorry for the jerking around.
Move.
Alright, we got lucky, push rod straight. We'll send her back home. Button it back up and see what happens. So skip a couple steps in the video again. We got it slapped back together. I got the carburetor adjusted enough where it'll run and just went and tested it down the road. And it's got a little bit more cam in it than we thought it did initially. She runs pretty good though. Now maybe once the Mustang is running, then I can start, you know, spending a little money getting some of the cosmetic stuff done. This is really only the only body damage on the car that I've found so far, and it's not that bad. Everything else is, for the most part, just sanding, priming, and painting. But happy to have it running again. That means I don't have to push it to cut grass at least. So, glad that that was an easy fix. Kind of figured with my luck it wasn't going to be easy and everything was going to be a nightmare, but She runs pretty decent. Alright, so it's a few days later. Got the power steering belt tightened up now. It was so loose that at idle it wouldn't steer the car. So we're going to take this, drive it down to my grandparents' house, and get his truck so that I can try and work on startup and all that on the tune, since I got a new to me laptop. Let's see just how terribly cold-natured she is. Yeah, still pretty bad. If I can keep it running usually about 15-20 seconds, it'll run decent from there on. Of course, when you got a carbureted small block, you can't get too far from these. Let's see if this old girl wants to start after sitting for a week and a half. Hey, would you look at that? Oh, she is a little cold-natured though. Got a bad stumble on tip in. That's pretty good, just strolling along though. It's nice to just get out and take a Sunday cruise. No real destination, just enjoying your shitbox.